Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lori and today is March 16th, 2018. And so side note, when I get a lot of information, I get it in the shower. And there is some extremely potent and powerful transitions that's happening on the planet right now. I typically don't buy into, dates and times and, oh, on this date, all this influx of energy is going to come in, or, oh, on these dates, these solar flares are happening. I typically don't. I've been doing this since 1989, since I was 13 years old. So I typically don't put too much emphasis on those dates and times and things like that. But I have to say that this is the first time that I am deeply, deeply feeling a huge shift. And so when I was in the shower, I asked, what should I say? What should I give? What should I talk about? And they said, you need to let everybody know they're not alone. You need to let everybody know that it's okay that they're in their pain right now. And there was a lot of other things that came through. So this video today is to allow all of us to understand that that it's pretty intense out there right now, and depending upon where you are in your path and in your transformation and awakening, this intensity can be really joyous and really expansive, or this intensity can be really, really dark and painful. I described it this morning as like an egg. For me, this is what it feels like. It feels like I am this egg that has been cracking, right? There's been pieces that have been cracking open, and more stuff's coming through, more light's coming through, more information's coming through, right? It's like crack, 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 crack. And these next 2 weeks, it feels like the entire egg is going to burst open in a way that has never happened before. So you can almost imagine it as if time is speeding up. And so what has taken us usually a couple of years is going to happen in 2 weeks. So if you are transitioning out of something or into something, if you are moving through deep, deep, deep pain, if you are expanding into all of these new awarenesses and channelings and information, know that whatever you are going through right now in this moment, first of all, please be as present as you possibly can with it. This is a gift we are being given. These next 2 weeks are a gift. And so first and foremost, be present with it. Don't make it right or wrong. The more you can sit in whatever it is you're moving through, whether it's an awesome, beautiful experience or a really painful experience, sit in it. This is your shift. This is your transformation. This is it. This is a huge opportunity for us right now. The more we can sit with it and be as present as possible in it, the easier and more fluid you're going to move through it. There are millions of people that aren't going to feel anything, and this just isn't their time. They're not ready. They would combust if they opened themselves to this huge shift that's opening for us. So those that are ready, it's almost like your antenna is going to kind of turn on, and beep, 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 that kind of thing. And do antennas do that? I don't think antennas do beep, beep, beep. I don't even know where that came from. That was so weird. Okay, but your antenna turns on, and the next thing you know, you're connected to this collective, huge, energetic pulse that is literally going to lift us up and place us in a totally different arena. Literally. And so there are millions out there that won't feel that are going to just stay right where they are. And God bless them. They will eventually get their opportunity to have this moment. But for thousands and thousands of us This is it. This is a huge opportunity. So stay present. Stay present, stay present, stay present, stay present. This is a gift. This is a gift. Number 2, you are not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. If you look around, I am all alone in Mount Shasta. There's nobody around me, okay? But I know I'm not alone. I know that I have you. I know that I have other people that I can connect to through social media. I know that I have friends that I can connect to, and I have guides. I have light. I have spirit, my own self, my own inner self. And I have my spirit guides, and I have my star family. Connect to them. Understand that in these next 2 weeks, it's an amazing opportunity to begin to open to them around you and ask and talk and communicate with them, especially if you're moving through deep pain. I'm moving through an extremely painful releasing of something that's been in my life for a while, and letting that go is extremely challenging, extremely painful, very emotional. However, I also know what I'm moving through in these 2 weeks, and that where I am now, I will not be in 2 weeks. And so if I keep committing to going through this and not give up and not take the easy way out, right? Humans want to always take the easy way out. Don't take the easy way out. Push through these 2 weeks. Do it. Move through it. I promise you, there is something that is going to be different at the coming out. And I normally would never talk about this because I've never believed in these kinds of things. I've never bought into it. But this is what they're telling me to tell you guys, and this is what I'm feeling, and so I'm sharing, and I hope as many people as possibly can hear this message today. So first and foremost, stay present. No matter how painful it is, no matter how challenging it is, please don't try to escape it. Please don't try to escape it. Understand that it is your shell cracking. You have to let that shell crack. You have to let it yourself just go through it. And you will absolutely emerge a completely different self. When I say completely different self, they're telling me to be careful with that. It's not going to it all depends on your path. So it's not like you're all of a sudden going to be this millionaire standing on a hill, like speaking to millions of people. So a completely different self than you are right now, but still in the third dimension and still living your normal life. A different timeline. Stay present. And then the second thing that I said, what was the second thing I said? You're not alone. You're not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Remember that. Remember that. Third thing, start to use your dream state as an access point. We are starting to expand into higher dimensional beings. So we are starting to understand that there are other aspects of our consciousness that we can tap into. And one of those is our dream state. When our etheric body travels out of our physical body during the dream time, there is so much information that is given to us. There is so much healing that is done. There are so many activations. And in these next 2 weeks, it is extremely important to start to access your consciousness in the dream state. So how do you do this? When you go to bed at night, intend for whatever it is that you're releasing, whatever it is that you're bringing into your life, whatever you want to experience in that dream state, where you want to go. What do you want to see? Do you want to go into Telos? Do you want to go into temples? Do you want to go into other etheric temple spaces in other places around the world? Do you want to go visit somebody? What do you want? Because you have to understand that the etheric body is just as real as the physical body or the emotional body or the mental body, right? And it's accessing these higher frequencies and higher states of consciousness. The problem is we don't remember when we wake up. So how can you remember? Set the intention, ask for it, and when you wake up, see if anything jolts into your memory. Have a piece of paper and a pen close by so that you can write down whatever might be coming through you. Be okay with the fact that nothing might come through. And then all of a sudden in the middle of your day, you're going to see something or remember something, okay? These are gifts. In our dream state, we're being given information, pieces of knowledge. Who are we? What are our gifts? What are we here to do? Where have we been in past lives? It's all coming. Do you want to know what some of your past lives are? Ask before you go to bed. Ask before you go to bed. Imagine your etheric body as just another aspect of you leaving this third dimensional space and this consciousness in this dimension and flying around to wherever you want it to go, right? So that's what happens in the dream state. We have a paradigm that we believe in, that in our dream state it's dreaming. It's not real. It's real. It's very real. And it's going to become more and more real. So I came on here because I wanted to just let every single one of you know that what is happening to many of us right now. And if you're feeling an intense amount of pain, an intense amount of emotion, an intense amount of loneliness, frustration, anger, a need to really separate from your world and your life. Perhaps you're one of the ones that are feeling super expanded and all this information's coming to you and you're just on fire and you're just going. Regardless of what your path is, remember to stay as present as possible in it, that you're not alone, and use your dreams to begin to access these other states of consciousness. Ask these beautiful beings to assist you in this next 12 days, 14 days, and set some very, very, very powerful intentions for yourself. You can imagine that we are being wrapped in this really potent energy right now. Almost like we're in a, not a cocoon, like an incubator, okay? We're all in this incubator. Those of us that are open and receptive to it, again, the antenna, right? And you're going to feel other people. You're going to reach out to other people. You're going to feel it. So you can imagine, as energetic beings, we are being wrapped along with the earth in this incubator. And so there's this gestation period that's only 12 days, 2 weeks. It started yesterday, okay? And we are kind of shifting, transforming. We're malleable right now. There's all this energy that's moving through us. And so whatever you need to move through is going to move through. Whatever you need to open up to is going to start to open up. And so visualize it like that. Literally visualize a incubator that we're all in, and we're just in this it's like this, right? This is kind of how the energy is. It's like. And so if you're trying to run around and escape it, let's just say you're one of those that are in pain, like myself, going through emotional releasing and dumping. You're going to want to be like, oh, I don't want to feel this. I don't want to cry. I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to feel alone. You're going to want to go and escape it. If you escape it, you leave the incubator. Don't leave the incubator. Stay in the incubator. Because if you stay in the incubator, you're going to allow this gestation period to really infuse, right? It's like, get the most out of these 2 weeks that you can. It's not every day that we get this opportunity. So if you're in pain, realize that this pain is in the incubator, that this pain is this gestation period, and that it's gonna, you gotta stay in it. Stay in the incubator, okay? No matter what's going through you, what's happening with you. And I don't know what's going to happen after the 2 weeks. I don't think there's going to be this, it's not going to be hallelujah Hollywood, and the gates are going to open. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be very normal, right? Our normal everyday lives. But we will literally have been picked up and moved over to a totally different timeline, which means that we will be lifted up, we will be accessing higher states of consciousness. We will be a little bit more aligned with higher self. And I am present. We will have activated, more of our gifts might start to come through. We will have cleared out emotions and belief systems. And perhaps that's going to look like you releasing people, releasing jobs, releasing places that you live. So it's going to play out however it's going to play out. I don't know. I don't care to know. I don't want to know. I'm staying as present as possible, and I invite you all to stay as present as possible as you can. I tried to do this as quickly as I can. I think it's 15 minutes. I can never talk fast enough. Please let this sink in. Please know that take these 2 weeks, sit in it. Sit in it. Let it transform you. And you're not alone. Okay? And you didn't do anything wrong. You haven't done anything wrong. If all of a sudden there is an addiction or a pain or an emotion that is coming up that you haven't felt in years, that you thought you got rid of, you didn't. And we think we get rid of stuff. We think we get rid of emotions because we've processed it and we've moved through it. But we don't understand how deep it is. We don't understand how, as an energy, how deep it lies within us. So trust that if it's coming up, it's probably almost done. It's probably almost cleared out. But it's not coming up because you did something wrong. And it's not coming up because you didn't do it right, or you need to be punished, or you're always going to be in this, right? There's that thought of, I'm always going to have this. I'm always going to have this. It's always going to come back. No. This is the gestation period. Get it in. Let it soak. Stay in it. Be grateful that it's coming up. Of all times in your entire life that it can come up, now is the time. Okay? So you're not doing anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong in the past. And there's nothing that you could have done. Okay? It's coming up because it still needs to move through. And what a great opportunity right now in these 2 weeks. Get very clear on what you want to clear. Get very clear on what you're ready to release. Get very clear on what you want to intend. You are natural beings that have you have a natural right to manifest and create your reality. Okay? So do it in these 2 weeks. Write it out. Burn it. Put it on pieces of paper all over your house. Use these 2 weeks when you're in this gestation period to create. Create your reality. You can have anything you want. If you believe it, if you know it to be your truth. Okay? Use it. Use it. Do it. I think that's it. I thought I was going to cry in this video, and I didn't. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I hope this was helpful. You guys are not alone. We're all doing it. It's amazing what's going to happen. It's amazing. I can't wait to do a video after this in a couple weeks. And I would love to hear what you're going through now and how it looks in a couple weeks. So comment now on what it is in this moment that you're feeling. And really quickly, I will let you all know that what I'm going through is a release of a beautiful, beautiful spiritual partner, catalyst, an amazing being in my life that I've been deeply connected to for 5 years. And this week has been the beginning of the final kind of separation on many different levels. And so what it has been doing for me is I am going deep into, oh my God, I have deep, deep inner child wounding that A, I thought I was done with, B, I didn't even realize, and C, there's a lot in me that needs to be seen and loved. And so I'm moving through all that. I'm letting it all come in. It's not fun, but I know that I'm in these 2 weeks, and I better use them as much as possible. And so I share that to invite you also to do the same thing. So I'd love to hear what you're in this moment so that we can look back in a couple of weeks and see what has shifted. So feel free to comment. You can also email me. My email will be below as well. And reach out to me. All right, my loves, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Thank you for being a part of my channel and for listening to my videos and being here with me. If I didn't have you, I would basically be talking to myself. So thank you so much. I love you all, and I will see you soon.